I'm just going to put the top of my hair up here because I'm going to show you this, what I've been up to. So on Friday, after the beat cup, I decided to take Friday afternoon off. Yeah, come on, what's going on with my hair? I decided to take the Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and yesterday after the live, and then like today after the live, which is decided to take off. So Friday evening, I was just sitting there, and I was thinking, well, one, I could do with an early night. Two, I was like, well, if I'm not going to work today, I'm not going to do anything. I want to do something just for myself. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jem. So what I did is like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Natalie sent me these really, really big coasters, and I'm just going to hold this one up. Really, really big coasters. So I'm going to have a go at them. So my early night on Friday night turned into going to bed like midnight because I made the mandala itself. Last night I set it into resin, but only sort of half the bead width, and today it's hard enough so I can add the rest of the bits to the top, which I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone. And while we are talking, I'm gonna mix the colors and put it on the top. I really do love it. Let me just hold it up again so you can see it. I really do love it. So we're hoping to launch a kit for the mandala with the resin, and Nicola will stock the kit on their website as well. But Lucy's saying, wow, that's huge. Yes, it is. So I reckon it's about it's over about 32 centimeters diameter. This one is that across? Is that diameter? Or is that the radius? No, the radius is the from the middle point, isn't it? Oh, I never know with maths. It was such a long time ago when I was at high school. But yes, this is a placemat. So we just sort of experimenting with all sorts of different effects. And, I can't keep myself away. So even when I decide that, no, that's it, I'm not doing any work, I'm having a bit of a time off, I sit down and I bead. And I do things. So I'm going to mix the resin up in a minute, and we're just going to fill the rest of it up. I'm really excited about that. I want, like, it takes about 3 days to cure to be able to take it out, so I want to do it tonight, so Wednesday, Thursday I can take it out. But let me just very quickly say hello. Like, good evening, Janet, Jen, Jackie, Lucy, Sarah, Karen, Debbie, Edward, Carol, Bella. Oh, Sarah is saying that's a big mold. Yes, that's definitely a big mold. Like, I'm going to turn you down at the same time so we can be chatting. And then I am going to tell you about my week. I can't really, I didn't want to change the setup all the way around and do all sorts of different things. One thing I did with the camera, I stopped the autofocus. So now I can focus in and out manually, which will hopefully I need to play with that as well, because next week when we do beading, everything which is down here will be in focus. Obviously, I can't take it up further because then that won't be focused, but it will stop everything focus coming in and out of focus. So we'll see how we go with the setup. So the plan is, and let me just pull this in a little bit. The plan is I'm going to start with a light white color in the middle, and then go into pink, and then go into this really lovely ballet slipper pigment, which is sort of like a reddish pink towards further out to the edge. So I'm not really sure. I'm winging it. I'm making it along as I making it up as I go along. That's what I'm doing. So tell me about your week, how you been, what you've been up to. Oh, Lucy's saying, did you see Miss Rainbow's Resin Hearts? Yes, I did, and she sent me pictures as well. They look fabulous. They look really nice. Oh, Natalie's here. Hi, Natalie. So I'm just gonna finish this while we are chatting, and I'm gonna pour this. I don't know how much to pour out, to be honest with you, because I think one side, it's almost like a little bit deeper than the other side. Just turn this around. Or is that the same? I don't really want to make like too much extra, because I don't really want to play with the resin tonight. I really do need an early night. So if I go to bed at 10 o'clock, that's an early night for me, because lately I've been going to bed sort of like midnight, half past midnight. and just really need a good night just to catch up on some sleep. Every single night I say I'm gonna be early tonight. It never happens. Good evening, Angie. Oh, Natalie's saying love the color of this. So yes, the plan is that we're gonna make a collab kit with this one, with just for you online, the resin people, and they will be able to sell it as well. It's really easy, very easy pattern to do, and I certainly enjoyed it. I'm not happy with it yet. The middle I want to change, but I want to set it into resin and see how does it look like, and then I will re-evaluate it and see what I need to do. Good evening, Julie. Good evening, Alison. Lucy's saying, this week I caught up with Bead Club projects. I'm having another go at Sarah's pendant, or I have been trying to make the fabric flowers back. Oh, bless you. I have to try that pendant as well. I haven't tried it yet. It's there is so many things that I want to do and want to try to do, and there's only so many hours in the day. Now let's have a look. Is that right? Yes. I can't even see now properly. There we go. And that's my hardener done. I'm almost at the bottom of this bottle. There's hardly anything left on it. I must get some new resin. Right, I'm going to mix this up. Then I'm going to put it in smaller cups and add the color to it. So we'll see what happens. Debbie saying, how did the apple pie turn out last week? So the apple pie actually turned out very well, a bit too well, I guess, because I mixed the mixture for apple strudel. And what you do with apple strudel, because with strudel you can't have it soggy, otherwise it's not going to be nice. So what my grandmother always said to me, that like you grate the apple down, then you add cinnamon and sugar to it, nothing else, cinnamon, sugar. If you do like sultanas or something like that, you can add something like that to it. But then what you do, you add like dry porridge into the mixture, and depending of how many you make, like, you know, my apples weren't quite big, so I just added maybe about four like heaps of spoonfuls of porridge, and then you mix it all together. And what happens when you put it in the oven, and as the grated apple releasing more juices, the porridge is soaking it up. So you're going to have a really nice and crispy apple strudel. Now for the apple pie, it did turn out a little bit too dry, because I guess it's just a different pastry with it. So next time I just have to have less porridge in it, or have to actually look up an apple pie recipe. But it was really, really nice. So it's all went. So this weekend, this Sunday, we were talking with Lucy. So every Sunday we're going to try to do something sweet. And this Sunday I had some damsons in the freezer for like, I don't know, about a year. And last week when Simon came home, so he went out for filo pastry. And he come home with puff pastry and shortcut pastries. He got both of the pastries, but not the one I needed. So this week we used the filo pastry and just put the damson bits in the middle, made like little sort of like turnover shape kind of things. We cut little squares out, and then that was really nice this weekend. So we did that one. I don't know what we're going to do next weekend. We got a couple of things in the cupboard to use up, like mixes, like usually at Christmas, like Santa brings them, like mix your own cookies and bits of pieces. So we got a couple of those ones to use up as well. Jenny's saying, I tried to do some chainmail today and then some bead weaving, but everything went wrong. Everything I made, I have undone and put it down, not very gently. You know, Jen, I had one of those weeks. All week. Have an early night and call a reverse line. You know, but tomorrow Sarah is doing the Facebook Live, so I can have a lay-in tomorrow morning. And I probably will. I will have it tomorrow morning. I will have a lay-in. So, you know, Jen, I had one of those weeks as well. Everything what I touched this week went wrong or broken. Like you seen on the live the other day, was it on Thursday? I was doing the bracelets and the elastic just snapped right in the middle of, and it's just so frustrating. But all week, like it's been like that since from Tuesday. everything which could go wrong, it went wrong, and it was just one of those weeks. So I'm really happy to see this week behind me. But like, you know, sometimes things happen. I think I'm just gonna mix it for 1 more minute and then we will be all right. 4mm jump-ins on nightmare, but looks so good when done. So what you can actually do, Lucy, is instead of opening and closing the 4mm jump rings, just open and close the 6mm jump ring. So you're gonna do, how was it the pattern? Like you're gonna do 6 4 6 4 6 4 6 4 all the way along, and then you can join up the sixes like with fours. Was it fours in the middle? I don't know. When we were doing the project, what I was thinking made sense. But do you can FaceTime me or send me a picture or anything like that, and I'll talk you through it, like from a different perspective. I wouldn't have done it like that. So you're having vertical little segments. I would have done 2 long rows and then joined them together. If that makes sense. Natalie Singh had a busy weekend, made a ring and a lovely pendant with dendritic opal. Oh wow, what is a dendritic opal? Do let me know, Natalie. I'm quite interesting. I'm just so like, how do you know all these names that you're so clever. I love gemstones, but I never have a time sort of to. I think that it's like when you're passionate, it doesn't really matter. You read up about it all day and night. Good evening, Christine. Can you move her over a bit? I will do, but at the moment the camera is quite small, so I'm just mixing. I will bring that into the shot when I am gonna pouring it on it. But I'm just gonna mix them up. Actually, let's just move this. Can I move this way a bit? Oops. And that's it. How about that? I just moved it over so it's pointing like that way down. So then you can see more of that, and I will bring it in just in a minute. But I'm just mixing this up, and then we will see how. I had an idea, so we'll see if it's gonna work. You never know. Jane is saying, I'm going to try pearl knitting this week, never done it before. Oh, Jane, you're going to be in a treat because actually Sarah is doing pearl knitting tomorrow, live at 10 a.m. So it looks like it's meant to be for you this week because she's doing a tutorial right on it. Oh, yes, Sarah just said, I think Sarah's doing, yes, she is. Yes, I think they already do. They call me their best customer as well. But because I'm making stuff for them as well, so I'm constantly advertising them. So it's fine. Right, I need a couple of other stirrers. So let me just grab a couple of stirrers. So any more of these? Because I'm gonna need more. Oh, there we go. There are they. So I don't know how this is gonna come out. I wanna do the same amount for each one of those, but only need white a little bit in the middle. So perhaps only do less of the white. So I'm gonna do 20 for the white. Oh, maybe that's even too much. I don't know. You can always add more onto it. I'm gonna do, yeah, I guess so. Let's do 40 for the pink and do 40 for this dark one. And then we see what happens. I still got quite a bit left there. So less for the white. I'll move it in a bit and you can see what I'm doing. Charlotte's saying, hi everyone, just coming up. We're just having a little chit chat here. You haven't missed anything. Lorna Singh, we just made a lemon drizzle cake from box. Looks nice, just need to do the drizzle. That sounds so nice. Simon did a lemon drizzle the other week. He just sort of decided he's going to do one and he did it. And I was so proud of him. That was the first ever cake he made. And actually it tasted really nice. So he's allowed to go back to the kitchen and do another one anytime he wants. Right, I'm going to do this for the middle. So I'm going to add a couple of little You probably can't see. I'm bring it in just in a sec. I'm going to just add a couple of, I'm using the pigments. So the new Pigment Mixes, Nicola sent some down for me. They just launched it on the website. So I just added a couple of little bit into that one. I'm going to pop it here because I'm going to do adding the pigment and then I'm going to do the mixing. Hi, Mina. I'm trying the mix from Home Bargains. It's yummy. That's where Santa actually bought the the mixes for the kids for Christmas. Home bargain is great. I love home bargains, but what I don't understand with home bargains, which is exactly the same as Primark, that you go in and how come 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 50p equals like 50 quid? Because when I go into home bargains, I never come out spending less than 50 quid. I keep going back to the video. I got a lot further than I got when I did in the Beat Club. Yeah, just have a look at it. It's quite easy, but do how big is the mandala? The mandala is 30 centimeter, but Lucy, you can give me, just give me a buzz and I'll help you out. Charlotte is Link. I've been busy making rainbow hearts from Joe's live tutorial. Have had lots of orders. Oh, bless you. Those hearts are really, really nice. Charlotte is saying she's got a Facebook selling page. So if you want Charlotte, I'll just post the link in the bottom. You're allowed. It's only my page. I know there's a lot of people do sell resin and do resin bits, and I love them all. But we got all. What's like the great thing about it? I'm adding quite a lot of maybe a bit too much pigment in this, but I want it like really dark. I don't want it translucent at all. What is the great thing about resin as well? Each one of us will do different things. Even if you pick up the same packs, we will do different things. The white one. But the hearts were from my daughter, who posted a photo on her Facebook page of the heart I made for her and my grandchildren. I didn't dare put it on my site as I couldn't cope with huge orders Joe had. Oh, bless. I know Joe said like most of them are sold out. Lemon and ginger cake, Angela. Oh, well done. You're going to have to send me a slice. Please, just like pop one in the post. Really would appreciate it. Oh, I love cake. I've got such a sweet tooth that, well, I could do with a diet, but I don't care at the moment. Lucy's saying the only cake I can make is slow cooker with 1 cake mix and half a can of pop. They come out really good. Like, you know how I make pancakes? Instead of sugar or sweetener or anything like that, I add, instead of, like, so I take the plain flour, add a couple of spoonfuls oil onto it, that like my grandmother taught me that by that, then they're not gonna burn. And then I add an egg in it and add some milk in it, and then I thin it up with Sprite, and usually use the 0% Sprite, so it's sugar-free as well. And it just gives that lovely taste to the pancakes, that it's not too sweet, it's not bitter, it's a little bit lemony. And I've been making pancakes like that like in a long time. Could you do a peacock feather effect in autographs? I think, Lorna, you just have, it's not going to be peacock colors, but you just kind of read my mind, because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be shading, so ombreing it out. I don't know, this is just an experiment, and working with resin, of course, like whatever is closest to you, people are going to work with it, and people work a lot with all sorts of different paints and different colors and loads of different bits of pieces. What I love to do with resin is, what I love anyway is to, and I just see, hold on, I just seen a tiny hair on top of here. I'm just going to grab it out. I like to combine it with my beading. There we go. I like to combine it with my beading and see how it comes up. We see. I don't know how much. We see. Once we start pouring, I will see. Charlotte think I was supposed to have done a craft fair. I used to have sell items. Yeah, hopefully we'll have craft fairs back there, and by the end of the year. Right, I need one more spoon. There we go. Oh, this one's got a tiny bit of gold in it. Really, really lush color. Look, I love it. My Facebook is rock, paper, scissors. Have a check it out. I love looking like, oh, this is a bit too, well, it'll be all right. Just for trying it out, it will be all right. Let's see how is it all going to come out. I'm a bit nervous about it, but I think if it's going to behave how I think it's going to behave, it's going to look really, really great. Oh, Debbie's saying I came from a family of master bakers. Oh, Debbie, please tell me, do you live next door? Do you live like next door to me so I can come around? I'm used to some baking. I can cook, although lately I haven't been enjoying cooking that much, but I can cook, but baking, I'm useless. Right, I'm just going to move things over. Just make myself a little room here. And then we're going to start, I'm going to move this in as well. And we're going to start and we're going to see how is this going to behave. Hopefully it will be okay. So we see, I'm going to put like white all in the middle here. And then we see what happens. Hello, Christopher. You want to come and say hi? Come and say hi to the ladies.
Hello.
Christopher's in Vera with me the other night when we were doing, like pouring the resin.
Where are the resin noodles?
I'll put them away, we'll get them out. Please don't start to get them out right now, though.
Wait, when will we be able to take them out?
Not yet, they're still very, very, they're not dry yet, they're only tech dry.
Okay.
So what I was hoping with this is that the beads will act as a barrier to my resin, and it sort of does, but we see. I'm just doing it sort of less than more, and then I can introduce the next color where I need to introduce it into. If probably gonna, oh yeah, I can pull it a little bit because each time I go back and add more, it just brings it through more color. So if I pull it across, I can always go back once this is dried a bit. I can always go back and add more color, and look, that's just gone in it there. So I'm gonna let this come in here just because I'm like sort of, you know me, I like to have unity a little bit. And then oops, went over a little bit. Oh, but it's not 1, 2, 3. No, I think we got it in the wrong one. We don't need it there. Oh no, I'm going to pull it back a little bit. I'm going to pull it back, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my little wipe actually and just give it a little wipe from that corner. So it goes, we don't need it there, or we don't need it there. We see what it just only a tester piece, so we will see what is it going to be like. Just want to get it out. So what I'm hoping is that the beads are acting as barriers. Oh, everybody's saying hello, Christopher. He's gone. That's it. You can't be good at everything, Kitty. You're a brilliant beater. I can cook, but not good at baking. Oh no, there is a lot of things what I'm not good at all. Like I am pretty much useless. Actually, what I'm gonna do, because I got quite a bit of white left here, is, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another little, another one of these. Or shall I do it in a small one? Oh, actually, I might do it in a small one. Even a smaller one. One sec. There we go. Oh, I just had the idea, I think. Maybe. So I'm going to take this small one and I'm going to add a bit of white in it and a bit of pink and mix it up. So then the next color is just going to be off-white. And we see what happens. And then we add more pink to it. Maybe it won't be able to that much visible, but we'll see. A pipette would make... Yes, actually that's really true. Have I got a pipette somewhere? Oh, I think I have. I probably would have to throw it away after the resin though, because it won't come out of it. But I think I have one. Let's have a look. Oh yes. Oh yes. Got one. Look. There we go. Very good idea. Thank you very much for the suggestion. Let's have a look if it's work. Oh yes, it is working. Look at that. And then we can just go and add it where we need to add it in. I'm just going to add it in here. And then it would have been, what am I not seeing right here? There's something still not right with it. So that's that. This supposed to be, is that supposed to be white as well? Or this part? Okay, change of plans. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna grab another one of these. And I'm gonna go in from the outside with the darker one. Let's just see how is it all gonna come together then. Because I think I'm losing the where I'm supposed to put what color in the middle. I do need to sort the beading out on the middle a bit because it is quite yeah, I think with the pipette works. Thank you very much. I got them in a cupboard and didn't even think about it. Because then you kind of can add the right amount. So I think these outside ones are gonna take quite a bit. Because obviously as we move out from the middle, the segment's getting bigger and bigger. I don't know, it's gonna take forever. Maybe with the bigger one I can do with the let me just take this out. Maybe with the bigger one I can try to do it with this. Because otherwise it's gonna be, is it though? I don't know if it's gonna be quicker to with this or not. I'll probably get more dribbles this way, so I have to be more careful. And we'll see. But anyway, let me know what have you been up to this week, what you've been doing, what you've been beading, what craft projects have you been up to. I'm going to turn this slightly. Yeah, there's something not right with that middle. That should have been there. This should not have been white, I think. I think that's it. Now I turned it, I kind of see it. So that shouldn't be white. And this one shouldn't be white either. And this one, let's wipe that one out. Dean is saying good evening, Kitty. How's everyone doing today? How are you doing? Lucy's back to school tomorrow. Christopher only going back on Tuesday. They got teacher training tomorrow. Right, so I'm going to go back to this because now I figured out which one was the wrong one, actually. I'll just do this little one because I don't want that white to come back into it. Because we're adding slightly pinkier one here. I think I mixed up too much white anyway. If I use it on another one, I got over there. Oh no. This one. There we go. And this one. Then this one, I can see that white is coming in, so I just want to add this in. I think you might have to go around until you run out of a certain color before we add more on top of it. And at the very end, I can always come back and add a overall color just to want to this one. Just trying to get it in the pepper. It's a bit. There we go. I really can't wait. I really can't wait to get this out now. So that's got that much pink in it. So what I'm gonna do, I just push this all out from here. What I'm gonna do, instead of like going in just to the pink, I'm gonna pour more of the pink into it. So it's gonna be less white and more pink, and do the next row like that, or the next couple of rows, I guess. Mix this all up. Can you suck it out with a pipette too? Oh, Natalie, that's a really good, that's a very good suggestion. I should have done that. And my grandchildren haven't been school all year. Oh, bless. Well, I'm certainly counting down the days, or I don't know when they go back, but I'm really looking forward for them to go back. Because I kinda, now I had enough. I just like, I want them to go back. They need some normality as well. They need to see their friends. They need to see their, like, you know, because it's, at the moment, is they sort of hang out with each other and do, like Lucy and Christopher do things with each other, but they need their friends. Might be going in with the next color. Dean is saying, I am good. I was just out in the park this afternoon because it was a bit hot outside today, and now back on Zoom with my class. I hope this will be the last week of Zoom. I want to go back to school. Yeah, I think everybody wants to go back to school. Mina is saying, I think kids might go back after Easter holidays. I kind of think that as well. So we will see. Debbie saying, I'm finishing off a herringbone necklace to go with the beaded bell pendant. Or well, do put a picture up for us so we can all see it. Debbie's saying, sorry late, had a service for Lent. Good, thank you. Hope you are good. What have you been making recently? Natalie's asking. So do let me know what you've been up to this week. I'm going to keep on going and doing this because I was going to sit here tonight and do this anyway. So I don't know how much difference the colors in between these going to be now. But we see. And I don't know how I'm going to wash this pipette out either. So I reckon I'm going to have to chuck it once finished. I'm really, really curious how's it going to come out on the other side, because I looked around as well and nobody's really doing mandalas, beaded mandalas with resin like this. So I just have to go with my own sort of gut feeling, what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking we should be doing it. Which is sometimes is good, but sometimes I just want to make sure at the top, some on the top of those beads as well. Yeah, I think I just about enough. Right, just make sure we have some on these beads. I think I'm gonna have to come back and add a further, once this is set, and maybe just a clear one on the top or just another color just to hide these beads, just to make sure that they all sort of hidden in there, but I think it's gonna look good. I just want to use this up. Right, so the next time we're gonna go in straight with the pink. Just gonna take that and just pour it sort of all around. I'm not too bothered, so if they do mix up, I think it will be nice too. But next time we're going in with the pink. Oh, Dean's saying, find out tomorrow what Boris Johnson said. I think a lot of us is waiting for that, what he's going to say tomorrow. He's going to have all eyes on him tomorrow from the UK. I mean, he's saying, I added a chain to Tree of Life pendant and made 2 double row pixie bracelets yesterday watching my online series. Oh, bless you. What have you been watching? Do let me know, because I am actually looking for something new to watch. But I don't know. I don't know what to watch at the moment. I finished the Bridgerton a couple of weeks ago, and then we've been watching The Handmaid's Tale with Simon on Amazon, but it's not really, I don't know, I can't really get into it. I don't know if it's maybe not my cup of tea, I don't know. So do let me know what you're watching, because I'm looking for... Lucy, actually, have you finished Once Upon a Time? I know you said a few weeks ago you were watching it. I love that one. I watched it probably a couple of years back. I watched it with my Lucy. Love how you are gradually making color darker towards that side. Yes, that's the idea, and we will see what happens. Like once it dries, once it hardens, we will see what happens. It might work, it might not work. Right, so Joe or anybody here who has done resin before, do let me know if you know how to clean the pipette afterwards. Pipette or pipette? Pipette, isn't it? I think it's gonna look good. I'm gonna have to just go in with that there. Right, so I think that's looking good. I am gonna come back to the darker one and do a little bit on the outside, because I'm gonna have to start blending these 2 colors. I'll just get this out of the way. Maybe actually the other thing I was thinking while I was choosing the colors, that the colors I am being choosing is maybe too close to the beads, but we will see. I got another smaller one over there which I did, which then we can try a complete different contrasting color and see how's that gonna look like. Actually, the white one that I got left, I can use that the very outside. Oh, Kitty, you're drizzling resin. We are drizzling lemon icing. Just need a cuppa to go with it when it's soaked in. Oh, bless. I used to make carrot cupcakes. I haven't made one for a couple of years. Maybe I need to go back and do some of those. Bates Motel has just come back out. That was a really good series. I loved Prison Break too, and The Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, I haven't watched that. I think Sarah watched both of that. She was telling me about it, but I haven't watched it, so I will have a look. Angie saying, I've been watching Behind Her Eyes and The White House Farm on Netflix, both good. I seen Behind the Eyes coming up just a couple of days ago, actually. I watched the trailer and that looks interesting. I started to watch The Glitch, and I was probably about 5 episodes in, and then I kind of given up because it wasn't really like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see where the story is going. So I think the other one, I might just do one overall color to go behind it. I don't know how is this gonna look. I'm gonna be like a kid in the in the sweet shop. I love carrot cake, Lon is saying. Watch Prison Break first time out. Sinners is okay. I think I heard of that one as well. Some people asking me what I was watching, and there was a series, and this is like when I get something good, I will sit there and watch it. Like I'll just watch it until it ends. And there was something I watched last year, and I remember I was down here for about until 1 a.m. doing bits and pieces and watching it. And I watched a whole season in one day because I think it was only about 8 episodes. And I don't know what it was. It was really, really good, and I can't remember what it was. I have to go back on my Netflix account and have a look. But then I watched the morning show with Jennifer Aniston a couple of weeks ago again for the second time, and I really, really enjoyed that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of pink into this one, just to sort of start blending it, and this in as well. Just a tiny drizzle for the next round. Not too much. Actually, with the pipettes, like you kind of know because it tells you how many milliliter is on there. I think that will be enough. I just wanted to add enough so it makes a difference. And just mix this up. I don't know if it's light on it enough though, because you can still see the gold on it. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe a tiny bit more. There. The Serpent was good, Natalie saying. I checked that one out as well. Debbie saying I have to write down what I watched. Yeah, I'm like that as well. I think I'm gonna have to start making lists. We just rewatched All on Lucifer. I seen that as well. I put it to my list as well. Is that any good? I kind of like to sort of, if you're gonna invest all the time in one, that one is, I think, got 5 seasons. You really want to know if it's gonna be good before like you commit to it, because I think like I am the sort of person, so if I start watching something and then it's 5 seasons and I start watching something, I kind of sometimes have to watch it to the end. Like even if it's bad, like I think that's sort of the OCD in me. I need to watch it. I think you can see the color difference, can't you? So I think that's gonna look good. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pour a little bit as well, because otherwise with the pipette I just got so much to do that I need to, otherwise I'll be here all night doing this, and I do really want an early night. So I just put a drop and then I go over with the pipette. Pipette. This is going to be the question of the day for me, and I have to go and ask Simon how to say this correctly. There we go. I don't think I will be able to heat gun this much, because the minute I heat gun it, I think the colors will start to mix. So I think I'm going to have to be careful and won't be able to do that. Right, so got some, just going to start sucking some more up. I can watch TV shows back to back, but can't sit through a movie. I know. I think it's the way how they. I don't know. I don't know. There must be a psychology behind it that why TV shows are people would sit there and you know I'm sure they like research this and I make sure then you on TV shows that they do it in a certain way that you would want, and then they give you with the hook right at the end. So they have a hook at the beginning of the season, and every single episode at the end they always leave you wanting more, don't they? Right. I've got to say, I love the Vikings too. Fell in love with Ragnar. Oh yes, I watched the Vikings too. I found it so. Ooh, no, that just blended in there. I found it so amazing that actually the fact about the Vikings, they filmed it in Hungary, and what I found like bizarre that he didn't have an accent in season one, but season two he started to have an accent, and in season three he had a really, really strong accent. But I watched that one too. Right, just add a bit more. I think just to sort of cover the corners and the beads. Just make sure. I think I'm gonna have to come. I don't really want them to blend in, but I don't want to. I'm gonna have to come with another layer later on. Right, I'm gonna add more pink into this one, so that will lighten it even more. And then just mix this up for the next rounds. Homeland was another good show, but never finished it. Yellowstone was really good. Oh, I think, have I watched Yellowstone? Have I not watched Yellowstone? I need a cheering up with watch Gogglebox on Netflix. It's always making laughs. You know what? I never really watched Gogglebox, so maybe I need to go back and Discovery of Witches is really good. Oh, I seen that one as well. I might have a look at that one as well. Oh, I love our Sunday night chit chat. Look at us, we're talking about, is this a little bit, there is lighter colour. I think that will be nice. You never know what we get up to talk about. Oh, I hope this is gonna look good when it comes out. You know me, I'm gonna be like a kid checking it for the next few days. Like a kid waiting for Santa. Are you done yet? Are you hardened yet? Can I take you out yet? Can I look at you? Because obviously the beauties of it, you're gonna see it from the other side, not this side. Lucy Garrett, me neither. I lost interest when Damian Lewis wasn't in it. What series? Homeland was another good show, but never finished it. No, I never watched Homeland, so I don't know. I love Suits. I've loved White Collar. What else? What else did we watch? What I really, really liked. I love Sabrina. I know that's another season of that one come out, so I'm probably gonna watch that as well. Dorothy's saying I'm a bit late. This looks interesting. So this is Sunday night chit chat turned into like me sitting here and doing my resin because I need to fill these little gaps in. So this mandala was born on Friday night because I decided on Friday I'm gonna take take some time off beading. So like work, I guess, work beading. I'm gonna take some time off and I'm just gonna do something for fun. And then I got me thinking. Nicola sent me this really big placemats of silicone molds, and I thought, oh well, I know exactly what I want to do. I want to do a mandala, and then I want to shade it in as I go. And because I only set the beads halfway, they ask like I'm hoping they're gonna be like a little barrier for me. Right, there we go. And pouring more. I'm just sort of shading it in, and let me see what happens. It might be good, it might not be good. We see. As we're going on, we need less and less. Maybe a tiny bit more. But then, is it gonna be enough? Might not be enough. Might have to mix a bit more. Kitty, you have a blob of pink on the outside orangery. Outside orangey red section. Oh, is that what you mean? That one? Let's just tidy that up and then wipe that away. It's just bled in a little bit. There we go. Right, so hopefully this should be lighter. How about Breaking Bad? Anyone seen that one? So Breaking Bad, I started it with Simon many years ago when it first came out, and I didn't really get into it, to be honest, that much. And then Simon started to watch it on his own, so like he finished it. I never finished Breaking Bad. I think I only seen the first 2 seasons. I don't know. I wasn't that much impressed with that one, to be honest. Sometimes you can pick up a series and absolutely love it. Like I loved Sherlock. That I wish they would make another season of that one. That was really good. I did like Doctor Who until I decided last year, was it, I think it was the year before, I decided to watch all the Doctor Who episodes back to back just to catch up on everything. And because I forgot what happened in season 1, and then watching them back to back was a bit too much, like a bit ODD'd on that one then. But I love that one as well. We watched The Bodyguard not long. I still need to watch actually the 3rd season of Killing Eve. The Conqueror, no, it didn't do it for me. No, Opposite Side. Do you mean that one? That's the bead underneath it. Those are like the beads are showing through from underneath it. Is that what you mean, Natalie? Do let me know. Right, I'm just adding these all in. I think it's gonna look great. I'm hoping it's gonna look great. I really cannot wait. What I love about this resin, this heat resistant resin, that it doesn't harden that fast as the other one, so you got more time to kind of work with it. Right, have I got it filled up everywhere? Yes, I'm adding more pink into the mix. I'm just leaving a tiny bit for the last little bit. What is the resin I use? So the resin comes from Just For You Online UK. They should be having the heat resistant resin back in stock next week. So I was supposed to actually do a resin pendant thing like yesterday, but we swapped the date around, so they will have the heat resistant resin back in stock next week. Just so exciting. This is really my newfound love, but as you can see, I'm still combining it with my beading. So I didn't just go and like sort of mixing colors and do all sorts of bits and pieces. I'm combining with my beading. I do like the Scandinor ones. I like to scare myself, but in reality, I'm not brave. I would no doubt faint in a real life scary situation. I don't know that one. I have to check that one out. I watched what was it, Black Mirror? I watched Black Mirror. I watched Orphan Black as well. That was good. American Horror Story. I never seen that one. I have to check that one out as well. Lucy's saying there's so many of them, and that now that's what's the thing. Like we sit down and we say, "Oh well, we're gonna watch a movie tonight." I mean, come on, it takes us half an hour just to decide what movie we're gonna watch. And then if I like something, then definitely Christopher or Simon or Lucy or somebody doesn't like it. And if Lucy likes something, then Christopher is not gonna like it. If Christopher likes something, then Lucy's not gonna like it. It's just so hard. There's so many out there. Sometimes you kind of wish the old days of the TV when you had 5 channels and that was it. And then you either watched what was on TV or you didn't. I don't even remember the last time I watched TV. Right, just going in there. I almost done there. So now I'm just going to add the remaining pink in there to really lighten this mixture up. And then just do those last little blobs. I think it's going to look great. Hold on, making sure I scrape this out. There we go. There we go. Pop that over there. Mix it up again. Have you tried the Walter Presents on C4 More for? They're all foreign and have had excellent shows. I have Haunting of Hill House and Blink Manor were brilliant. I checked that one out as well. It's all the Norwegian and Swedish series. They are quite gritty with lots of twists and turns. Dark and scary too. To the Lake, a Russian series, is good. I have started watching a panorama slough online. Freaks me out a little bit, but I'm just too curious. Oh, Dorothy's saying Diane Moore loved them. They have a Facebook group too. Love the story, arch, and twist in Hill House. Blind. Oh yeah, I checked that one out as well. Monarcho, Miriam is saying. So I checked that one out as well. Walking Dead and Game of Thrones were both great series to us. I loved Game of Thrones. We watched like every single episode of it until we got to the last series, and it was like, no, I don't like this now. And it's kind of like, can I have my money back? I don't like it anymore. I don't agree how they finished the series. I think it could have been a little bit more happier, but hey ho. Actually, I can just pour this because it's only going to, I'm going to have to get rid of this anyway, this color. Oh, and we need something on the outside as well. So I think I need to do a different color just to have on the outer edge here. What color do you think I should do? Just add here. Oh, I shouldn't impersonate that hard because it's only tech dry. I don't really just want to do oh, I tell you what I do. There is a cold pigment there. So what if I do this color but add a little bit more gold into it? Maybe that one would look nice. Let's try that one out. Or we go and do, oh no, we had more of the white ones left. I could go back with the white one around the outside. Will this be enough? I will add, let's add all these pinks and everything together so you will have like a little bit of not completely white. I think we do that. So everything which is left over, I'm gonna mix up in this last pot, and then we add that color just towards the outside here. And I think I'm gonna add just a drizzle of more clear because I want, this has to be enough, so you can't really remix the same color again. So that's it, just a drizzle. There we go. I have to be very careful. Don't tell Simon I didn't put didn't put anything down on the carpet. So I have to be really, really careful. So I'm just gonna. Snowpiercer is good. Series. We watching Snowpiercer as well. Actually, I'm not too keen on that story. Bronze on outside. Yeah, that could be good. I think if I wanted to stay with the color scheme though, and we see what it looks like. I'm noticing I know the ending was a bit let down. I was cross. The Lake series really good. Have to knit while they are on, so I need to read the subtitles. I tried that one as well. Right, I'm just gonna pour this because this like got little gaps so it can go around things. I have a little look-sees for all these series. Sometimes you just need something in the background. So there's different series I watch. Some of them I would watch just to sort of occupy my mind when I'm doing beading or I'm doing something, like putting it on as a background noise. And some of them you'll really enjoy watching regardless of like what you're doing. You would stop and just watch it. We watched All Mankind on Apple TV. That was really good. We watched Defending Jacob on Apple TV. That was good as well. Morning Show was really, really good. I cannot wait for the second series to come out. I really loved Outlander. I watched all the seasons and read all the books. That was very, very good. That's on Amazon. So I can see the color is bleeding in a little bit, but it doesn't really matter in the end of the day. It's all gonna be nice, I think. And once there's plenty there. I need more on this side. Sorry, I can see the comments are coming in. I read them out just one sec. Let me just pour all this out. I don't want to take my eyes off because then you know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna drizzle it. Right, I think that's it. Let's scrape it out. Lucy's saying I've been catching up on Hollyoaks. That's something I never really got into it. And like all the colors is all blending in at the end. I didn't really want that to happen. But never mind. It's going to be a design feature. So I'm going to push a little bit here and there in there as well. So it's all kind of the same. Oops. And drizzle. Push some more around, just like that, and from here as well, making sure. And I can come and add another coat of clear once this dries a little bit. Right, I'm just gonna put a little dribble here or there just to match that over there where the color is sort of blended in on the other side. But I think it's gonna look great. It's make a design. If you got something goes wrong, just make a design feature of it. Watching Rolling Stone now. Blondie is really good. I never watched so much TV as I never had in past year. Loved Outlander. I loved it too. Jamie plus Paul Newman is for Olivia, the Roland Dahl film. Yes, he really does like Paul Newman. Right, what do we think of this one? I think I'm just going to move it and leave it because otherwise I'm going to keep going back and tweaking, and I really wanted this blended effect with my with the resin, which I think we have achieved. So I'm going to move it over there and pop something over the top of it. I'm going to have to be very level with this. And then I'm just going to come back because I got another couple to... These other two. I'm just going to put like a purple on the top of that, I think, a light purple. and we see what happens if you just add one flat color on the top of it. So I need a new and I'm gonna put purple. So this is like a midnight blue and purple, and this one is more midnight blue. See, they're still like a little bit bendable, so you have to be very careful. And I think a nice lilac-y purple, or that one, would be nice behind it. Maybe this really light one. Let's do this light one. And there we go. And then we're almost done. And I'll let you go. So sorry if I'm being too long tonight. Right, I'm just gonna do 40 ml because I want to, it's got quite a bit of a depth in there to pour. And then I'm gonna put 1, 2, let's put 3 in here, 3 little spoonfuls, and let's see how that's not gonna come out. Sorry you can't see it. I'm just move it up a tiny bit. There we go. That lovely, lovely, lovely color. Yeah, I can't wait how it's going to turn out as well. Rolling Stones, actually the music band, or have they done a movie as well? I seen was it called The Rocket Man, the Elton John one? That was really good, and I loved the Queen one. That was fab. You're not too long, I enjoy. Right, I think that's gonna look good. So I want to try on these 2 smaller ones just to pour a color behind them, and on the other one I think we're gonna do a light blue. So let's see. Oops. Right, I better just pause for a second, because that's what happened with the big one, that it started to move to the corners, but yes, I can still put it in there. There's enough gap just to have that nice color behind. And do you remember I did was it 2 weeks ago on Saturday when we were playing around with the resin? And I have done, and actually probably I can pick them up. They're dry enough so I can pick them up. So I've done, and I can't take out of the mold yet, but if I turn around, you can see that's the one where we did with river leaves. And this is the one what we did with the leaves and just added a color behind it. So I'm really, well then let me hold it further down so it zooms in a bit. So I'm really curious how's this gonna turn out. And this one was the one I added the color onto this last night. So a couple more nights and I will be able to take that one out. Right, so this one I'm just gonna do a blue, and then I got one more over there if we still got enough. That sort of blue. This one is sky blue. I think that would look nice on it. What do you think? Sky blue? This one is too, it's a lovely blue. We could do this one. This one is midnight blue. Sky blue, midnight blue. No, that's too purple. I think those are the 2 blues in my set. Which one do you like? Sky blue or midnight blue? I think sky blue would be nice on the top of it, don't you think? Let me just prepare a little jug until, should I use this white one? Will be all right with it. So this one we don't need so much because there is not that much to, I'm only going to do 20 ml because there is not, it's a little bit more than halfway filled already. Yes, Kai. Yours, I'm going to do the sky. Oh, look at that color. That is just delish. I'm going to put 1, 2 in here. And see what's this one going to look like. Just take this and wipe. These are easy. These smaller ones are going to be obviously easier because we're just mixing one color. But I really wanted to experiment with the big one to see like what sort of different options we can have with it. But you know, this Christmas, everybody's going to get a coaster for Christmas from me, I reckon. I'm really mixing it in. Now this one I can blast with the, well, there's not, I can't really see much bubbles in there. So I might just leave it. Oh, I like this color. I'm just letting it to expand a little bit. And then we see what happens. I love Bohemian Rhapsody. Yes, that was the name of it, Julie. Thank you. I loved it too. That was really, really good. I think I watched it like 3 times. But then, like, I'm quite biased because whenever I first came to this country, I used to be doing nannying, and I was looking after someone's children from the band. So that was a lifetime ago, a long time ago. There we go. I'm just going to I mixed just the right amount. How about that? Right, so that's that one. And then we got just enough to do the last one. And I might have a little bit left over at the end to do Christopher's a couple of dominoes. Love the color as well. I'm just going to pop this to the side. So exciting! I love it. Right, last one, I promise. And then we are off. I still need to clean up. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you will be able to see it, but yesterday we were playing around and then we poured that one and Christopher made a pendant. I don't know how's it gonna come out. Like if I take it down, he cut up one of his cards, one of his Pokemon cards. Oh, have you got a little bit of blue left over? That would have been, oh, really nice on the back of it for him. I have to see what we're gonna mix up for this one. I think with this one I might go a goldy color. What do you think? Because I just want to do one overall color. Or I got this one. This one is rose gold pigment. I could you try this one on it? Hi Simon. Simon just put his head in. I'm almost done. I'm just doing the last color now. So I just like he's just smiling. So rose gold pigment, or shall we do the gold on it? Maybe the rose gold is nicer. Or I got this one, which is gold. So that's gold. This one is called precious gold. So this one is more like a yellow gold, and this one is more like a little bit orange in this one. And this one is more like a yellow gold. I like rose gold. I'm going to do rose gold then, Dorothy. Let's do that one. That's just one color. Right, so let's get, I think we can reuse some of this pink in there. It doesn't matter, sort of a little bit in it. I'll try to use all this up. Oh, this one looks a really lovely color, look. It's like a rusty color. Love it. And that's probably enough. I just love it. Let me know in the comments, how many of you are doing resin or tried resin already? Oh, I think that's going to be really nice on the top of it. like a rusty color. So it will shine from the beads. I'm gonna have to come back live on Wednesday, or whenever I'm taking back then, aren't I, to show it to you all. Right, there we go. Ooh, very, very lovely color. Right, there we go. Just putting it all on the top there. Just gonna wait a sec until it sort of reaches the sides. I don't want to overfill it, but I don't think I can. This one is, I didn't really set that much in it. So this will be fine. I think my table is not quite straight because I can see the resin is flowing to me, so I might have to investigate that for next time. There we go. Just make sure it goes that way as well. Or maybe I just need to turn this a tiny bit, just like that. Oh, that's it. And just flowing right down into that corner. I think I need probably about that much, and that will be level then. Maybe it's the tray. Who knows? But I think that's going to look really good. Right, my lovelies, I'm going to go. Oh, can we sing? I started resin about 6 months ago. Love your channel. I just purchased the Gem Duo beads to try the coasters. Oh, yeah, do try them. They are really, really good. I got them here. Which color did you get? Let me know which color you get. I actually, the blue is out of stock now. So when I go into the warehouse next week, that's the one Kim is saying. When I go into the warehouse next week, I will have a go at if I can come up with a new colorway for this one. And also I want to do some other 2-hole beads as well. But there is just not enough hours in the day to do everything. There really just isn't enough hours. Oh dear, I've got a bit of resin on my mat here, so I'm going to have to go and clean up very quickly. Kimmy's saying that's beautiful. Thank you. We will see. We'll see how it comes out. I will let you know. Joy's saying I'm feeling very uncomfortable watching you video at work. So I'm not very good with gloves because I get like extremely sweaty hands in them, and after that I can even get like a little rash. So what I use is gloves in a bottle, and there's a couple. I use this one, and there's another one, gloves in a bottle as well. I use, but that one I couldn't find this anywhere. This one is called Insta the Glove Skin Shield. So this is, I use this all the time. I use barrier cream all the time. And to be honest, I do sometimes, I have to confess, I do use this barrier cream as a hand cream because it just like keeps my hands like in nice condition. Otherwise my fingers dry out so much. So yes, I use a barrier cream. I applied it before I started, lovely. If I was doing something where I have to go in and perhaps touch it, then I would either put a finger glove on, or I would put a glove on my hand. What size needle and what size thread? I ordered browns. So the thread is, I think doesn't it come with a kit? Might do. I'm not quite sure, but the thread was size it was Superlon size D, and the needle was size 10, but I was working with it. Jeannie's saying I tried the resin coasters and I loved it. Need to get some more colors though. Yeah, I love it as well. I think everybody this Christmas is gonna have a coaster or some sort made with resin and beads, resin and beads, of course, together. Not tried it yet. Have many UFOs. I daren't start something else just yet. Yes, I can definitely really. Joe's saying, "Oh, you must be cleaner than me. I get so much on my hands when I do resin, so I don't. Look, my hands are I don't really touch it, and I keep away from it. And also, what I do have a wipe." As well, which I can very quickly wipe things up. So even if it goes on my mat, I would wipe it up straight away. So I don't do messy. I I don't like messy stuff, and I think that's why I can paint and I can like do loads of things, but it's not really my like. I do it. I would go sit down and paint a picture if I have to, but it's not really my go-to technique because it's messy, and I don't do very well with messy. But with this way, I can control it. When if I do it with the gloves, I think I just can't wipe the gloves. I don't. That's why I use the barrier cream is better for me. But each one of us is different, I guess. Oh, Jenny's saying I love finger gloves. Well, I have to confess to you, when they first came in the packaging, I did wonder what they were. They were very small, and I was like, this looks like something like a rude, but no, it wasn't that. A video phone Sarah Millsap actually, bless her. And I said to her like, Sarah, what is this? And she was like, I was like, well, she said to me, they're finger gloves. I was like, oh yeah. You are so good at get covered. I am really, really careful, Joe. I'm very careful with it. Right, my lovelies, have a lovely evening. I'm gonna go and clear up, although there's not that much to clear up really. But I haven't been doing much. But I think, Joe, perhaps you're doing more small things and more mixing things up. So I that's why I love these trays as well, because I move everything with the tray and I don't have to move it so without it. So that's good as well. You made me choke on my roulette. Oh, bless you, finger condoms. Yes, well, like, you know, I didn't know. Like, you know, I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't know. It could have been anything, like, you know. but Sarah, Sarah put me right, so that was great. Right, my lovelies, have a good night. Have a rest of your weekend, whatever is left, wherever you were watching from. And Sarah Millsap is going to be with you on Totally Beats, and I'll be back on Totally Beats on Tuesday. I'll be back here next Sunday, not next Saturday. Well, I might do a play session because I'm going to do resin anyway in the morning on Totally Beats, so I might in the rest of the afternoon evening next week on Saturday I might do another playing around with resin. So if I do, I will put a little post up, so have a look out for that one. When you will back on, as I'm in the States, and it will set a timer. So if you look me up on YouTube as well, is Kitty Robinson Designs. Oh, you are on YouTube, sorry. I'm like brain dead this evening. I will add it as an event, set it up as an event, so you will see it beforehand as well. But I am usually live 7 p.m. my time, which is GMT. So depending on whereabouts you are in the States, will be a different time for you. So it could be midday or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And on Sunday nights, just sort of a little chat. And sometimes I do something, sometimes I just have a little chat, like you never know. And on Saturday night, I think I'm going to do it in the evening, just to sort of dinner out, sort everybody else out, because then it's no rush. And it was quite nice. We did a couple of Saturdays ago. So I might do that on Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT. So whatever time is that. Right, everybody, take care. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Keep